1111, thank you so much for being here. So this one here is for you guys. All right, so yesterday we did the divine twin flame partnership, and we focused on your person. Just what they really wanted with you, what their real intentions were towards you, and kind of what was really happening in the connection. So today I want to do this connection with you in mind. What are your intentions? What is it you want? Hi, Eat Me. Hi, everybody. Okay, guess what? I can see you guys now. It's not as clear as last time. It doesn't have a black background. I don't know why my videos have been weird with the chat. Yesterday they were doubled up, and then today it's very clear in the background, and seeing white letters on this, it's not coming in very clear. Might have some trouble seeing your messages, guys, but I'm going to try. They've changed something. YouTube is always changing something, you know? Be it the buttons, the selections. They messed up Horizon video for like months for me. And now they're doing this with the chat. I don't know what's up, but we're going to go with it. So let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, where are you at today with your person? Where are you at? And they're doubling up the words again. That's what's wrong. Oh gosh, I don't know what's going on. If you guys know what this is, let me know. I'm going to screenshot it so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'll post it later, but it usually doesn't look like that. It usually has black circles around your message. So I can read the white letters clearly behind the black as contrast. And your letters are usually very clear, but right now your names have two names on top of one. So, and it's clear, so I don't know. I am well, Dojacel, thank you so much. And what do you feel for your person? And where are you at? What is your goal here? All right, so bottom of the deck overall. You guys got to be kidding me, man. Are you seeing this? Oh, 3:33. Well, 3 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. This is just crazy because this card was a wild card. It flew out last night in your person's reading. I hope you guys get a chance to watch it. It's titled Twin Flames, and yeah, you got to watch it. But this card flew out wild last night. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it, but it just flew out, and I kept it right here at the top of the reading. And I'm doing a continuation today. So this is your version. This is how you feel, because we didn't really get you last night. We were just getting him or her for some of you. So the fact that I shuffled really well, pulled everything out, and bottom of the deck, the card standing out was Twin Flames. I just want to take a moment because it's a very magical moment. And I just want to tell you, I know this is rough. This is really, really rough. Okay? But you are absolutely on a twin flame journey. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's been clarified twice. For you and this person, you are on this journey. Okay? Now, yesterday, the zodiac signs that were matching your person and your relationship excuse me, which could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, was Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. I'm trying to remember the other one. I think Cancerian, but I could be off. I don't know. I'm kind of off on the last one. But you can watch the video yesterday, okay? But that video was epic. It was very honest. It's not for everybody. I have a feeling this particular reading is not going to be for everybody either. Meaning not only does it exclude people that are not on the twin flame journey, but it also may rub certain people the wrong way. And if you are very sensitive and you feel like you might get offended easily, please, I'm warning you, I don't know what's going to come out. I have no clue, but yesterday's probably should have had a trigger warning on it. It wasn't a big deal, but yesterday's reading really said that they didn't want to be with you. They saw you as a tower. They saw you as destruction. They saw you as someone that even if they were with you, it wouldn't work out. It just wouldn't. So that was one thing. It also showed yesterday that they've tried to move on from you with somebody else, and they want somebody else. That is their true intention, to not be with you, but they keep coming back to you in some way, texting, calling, thinking of you, because their emotions were 8 of Cups in reverse. They weren't able to let you go emotionally. They weren't able to walk away from you emotionally, okay? And, you know, it shows what's going to be upcoming was the Page of Cups, and that they were going to be reaching out. They can't help it. Again, they can't help it because we got the card Spiritual Awakening and Divinely Guided. For some reason, guys, this twin flame journey is difficult, but you guys are guided on this difficult path together, and only time will tell, right, with the cards, what's going to be seen on your path with this person. I do see that you are resistant to this person as well, so maybe it is tit for tat. They're resisting you and you're resisting them, perhaps. They got Page of Cups, you got Knight of Cups. So you want to love them. You want to give them your heart. You want to have this beautiful relationship with them. You want to come to them. But again, they're resistant against you. And that makes you hesitant and resistant on offering any kind of love. So you're holding back because they're holding back, and I think rightfully so. Are they keeping secrets? You bet your tail they are. Okay, so let's get into where you're at with your intentions here. Well, you got 4 Cups. Hopeless. You honestly think this is hopeless. You feel like giving up. But Devil card. So much like they're reading, my God. You're not happy with them. God, they don't do it for you. They don't do it for you emotionally. They don't do it for you intimately. God, they just don't do it for you. They just don't. They don't hit any, they don't hit any points with you. They're not gaining anything with you. You're completely unsatisfied with this twin flame. But for whatever reason, you're kind of feeling obsessed or addicted to them. And I guess the reason is twin flames, right? That's the reason. But you're like, I can't let you go either. I want to let you go. You're no good for me. You're toxic. You are a toxic, lying, two-timing person. And not only that, you take the best of me, okay? I don't want to give that to you. But they're so tempting. I think much of the time they tempt you to go see them. They tempt you to pick up the phone. It's like they have magic on you. You feel kind of, it's out of your control. So you stay in this cycle. You are also very aware, excuse me, of their karmic partner with the Devil card. So you're like, this is hopeless. They have someone. They have someone. And you know what? That person won. And you know what? That person didn't deserve to win. That person doesn't deserve their love. But they got it. They got it. They got everything. They got the ring. They got the house. They got the commitment. They got everything. And you're like, I ended up with nothing. Sand in my hands, right? Sand that runs out. And you're like, Steph, the little cup that they offer me, they're sending me this cup. Here I am sitting on the rock, terribly sad, upset about the 3 cups that fell over. By the way, these cards are available on my website if you're interested in this deck. But there you are on the rock, feeling hopeless, just like, you know what? Screw it. Screw them, screw it. Excuse my dog for snoring. Screw it. And then here comes this cup, and you're like, what? It's like, hey, not everything's over. Come on, I've got a cup for you. I've got something for you. And you're like, I don't even trust you. I don't trust this cup. I don't trust anybody. I don't want it. This looks like you've been hurt 3 times. So I feel like it's safe to say that you've had, by the way, Cancer, Capricorn, 3 significant relationships that didn't work out. This may be the 3rd one or the 4th. But 3, okay, in general. I don't want to say this card is a jaded card, but I kind of do want to say this card is a screw it card. And really, it's screw it, keep your cup. I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. I don't want love. I don't want a relationship. Hey! No. No. I'm sorry, guys. Bobo here woke up from a nightmare, apparently. Go back to sleep. Your eyes are red. Sorry, guys. Omen, right? The dog's barking. Warning. Anyways, where you're at on this path is, I don't want this connection, Steph. In fact, I don't want any connection. Because every time you're in a connection, it ends up toxic in a bad way. All right. How do you feel about them? You love them. And when it comes to loving someone, no one can love someone like you do. You would treat him, or her for some of you, like a king. You would treat them like the king of your life. You would do everything you could for them. Affectionately, romantically, financially, physically, friendship-wise, anything they needed. You're quite the supporter. You're a cheerleader in love. When you love someone, you go all in. You're loyal. You're good looking. You have a lot to offer. And you know what? It is a shame to waste someone like you that could love so deeply, so well, and to not be able to give that to someone. And you're like, I know, that's why I'm sad. I have so much love potential inside of me, so much to give, so much to share, and I get shafted. I get the short end of the stick. It's not worth it. 3 of Cups. Well, Cancer, 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 all over the place. Celebration. God, it's the friendship thing all over again. It's like, you're so nice. You're so nice. Like, this is ridiculously nice. Even when you say, no, I've had enough, I'm not interested. Ring, ring, what are you doing? You want to meet up? Okay. Or maybe you give them a little fight. Maybe you say, oh, no, I can't, I'm really busy. And they're like, come on, just 10 minutes. Come on, meet up with me for a second. I want to see you. And you're like, no, I really can't. They're like, oh, come on. And you're like, okay. So this is like you're easily talked into seeing them again, communicating, all of it. You're easily swooned over into this again, and then you start to fall for them again. So the 3 Cups now is really speaking, because of 6 of Pentacles, third party, and I know you've been aware of it because 4 of Cups, but we got 3 to the 4, and you're like, I know I'm not the only one. And the 6 of Pentacles is, you owe me. I feel like you do owe me. You owe me a lot more than you give me. But I, for some reason, take your breadcrumbs. Whenever you throw me a bone, I take the bone. And you're just like, God, why do I do this? Why am I doing this? Why am I accepting scraps of this person's time? Why? And you're like, I'm too nice. And you want to get control of this because that's your intention. You're like, 4 of Cups, I want to get control of this. I want to turn him down. I want to say no. I want to close the door. And the Devil's like, what's the magic word? And you're just like, God dang it. This twin flame journey sucks. And you're like, every time I try to put my foot down and say enough, I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. Here they come with a little gift. I do beseech you. A little gift. Okay? A gift of time. A gift of play. A gift of pleasure. Maybe a little money, maybe a little fun, who knows? But they come bearing gifts. And you're kind of like Winnie over here. You're like, oh, a gift? What dost thou have for me? What dost thou have? And you're intrigued, you're interested, you're allured. Well, you're lured in, honestly, to playing with them again. And you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this, but here I go. Okay, we're going around in circles with that. Next card, Karmuc, King of Pentacles. So, I need to clarify this. I can't just jump the gun on my judgments because I want to go off. It's not fair. I feel like I do need clarity. Holy Spirit, please give me clarity with the Oracle cards. I need to clarify Karmuc and the King of Pentacles. Please clarify this energy. Okay, bottom of the deck is toxic. And then we have lonely. Okay. So this goes to show that your person has chosen the karmic, which we already know, and left you lonely because they want to stay in their toxic connection. Okay? And you're like, I'm fine. I'm aware of that. The thing that you're doing that's different is stepping away right now as best as you can to not be a part of this third-party triangle. And the best thing that you can do right now is step away from the love and go focus on business, money, and career. That is what you need to do. And you know what? On your twin flame journey, this is part of your karma. To focus on money, to focus on career. There's something very strong happening in your 10th house. You may very well want to check your D9 Navamsha chart or your Rashi, your birth chart, and look at the 10th and say, do I have an earth sign there? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in the 10th? Or is it aspecting? Because there is some kind of karma right now that's alive and burning and well, saying focus on career. Perhaps you have Rahu in, perhaps you have Rahu or Ketu in the 10th house right now. Okay? Which, by the way, Rahu and Ketu, the north and south node of the moon, are in the zodiac signs Pisces and Virgo. Just putting that out there. But we have 2 Capricorn energies as well. And you can always throw in Taurus with the King of Pentacles. Even Trump is a Taurus, so Vedic sidereal. So you're, throw it in there if need be. So anyways, I think that you're on the right path. We do have path to destiny. And this is the fall time. This is the most beautiful time of year. Look at this. Beautiful. Wow. I wish I could go on a walk down this path. That is stunning. So listen, you're being led. Okay, divinely. You're not off track. Okay, for whatever reason, part of your twin flame journey was going to lead you down this path for you to focus on work and career. That is something you need to do right now. Okay, so don't worry about all this. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. But nonetheless, it hurts you. And I understand you're in pain, you're suffering here, and you're hurting. Because you want to step away from this BS, but they keep coming back in. And you're just like, why? Why do you keep coming back in? Why do you keep coming back for a celebration, for a reconciliation with me? Why? Okay, the card that we have for you is Dead Inside, very Scorpio. And you're just like, listen, I'm dead. There's nothing here for you. I don't want to give you anything. I'm dead. I don't have feelings for you. And you're trying not to. Like, that's your purpose. You're like, nope. I don't have feelings for you anymore. 4 cups. I'm done. Not interested. But here they come. Here they come. 3 of cups. 6 of pentacles. I want to give you some time. And you're like, oh no, I'm dead. We have weight on me. Bottom of the deck. Lovely. Okay, so they're like, wait on me. Okay, it could be worse. And you're like, here we are again. Third party involved. And you're like, I couldn't be more burned out from this third party than I am right now. And you're like, no, I don't want to wait on you. That's ridiculous. You're tired of it. You're sick of it. And I think that's why karmically, you're being put over here to focus on career. Because Spirit's like, hey, I get it. You don't want to waste your time on this guy with his BS. It's hurtful. You don't want to see him enjoying his weekends with this biatch. You don't want to see this person acting like life is sweet while they're distant from you. Yeah, I get that. Let's go focus on something else. Let's get your attention off of this. And I'm hearing from Spirit, this too shall pass. But I think you're a little bit angry and you're like, I don't want it to pass. I just want to stay gone, and I want to stay mad, and I want to stay distant. And you're like, I don't. I'm burned out. I'm burned out on this connection stuff. Tell them they can get nice and comfortable with their karmic. I hope they enjoy life. I am done. Okay. We have She Who Knows. Wisdom, clarity, and resolution. Bottom of the deck is the girl that kissed way too many frogs. And She Who Hopes. Love, hope, and relationships. Spirit doesn't want you to give up hope on love. Spirit thinks that this could actually work out, and I know you're against it right now, and that's okay. This is too painful. Step away from the knife, right? The knife from your back, the knife from your heart. Step away. Spirit's like, fine, I get it. Let's focus on this, okay? But just like yesterday's reading, and I'm like, it's not for everybody. Sometimes you don't get these magical endings, and I'm like, if I wanted to give you one, I could spin up a web of stories right now to tell you, and I'm a very good storyteller, and make you happy with this reading. Happier with this reading. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Because the truth is, in this connection, it's not fun, it's not fulfilling, and it's very hurtful. The truth is, you want to leave this alone because it's painful, but you keep running into the knife. The other truth is, you know this is a twin flame connection, which makes it all the worse. Now, there are moments you can try to deny that this could be anything divine. There are times where you're like, no way. You might tell yourself the same old baloney that so many readers go through when they go through this, and they make up a name called false twin flame. First of all, I want you guys to use your mind. What twin flame god came down to earth and told us all the words to use in regards to twin flames? What twin flame god even said there was twin flames, right? So that begs to this next question. Who got to decide what twin flames are? Who got to write the book on it, publish it, and make it fact? Because that's their opinion, their belief, their experience, and their feeling. Then that came to bring up, who got to decide in the last, we'll just say 50 years. Just put it out there. Who got to say in the last tiny little speck in the universe that, hey, there's twin flames, oh yeah, and there's false ones too? Who got to say, oh, there's more than one twin flame? You don't have just one twin flame. You have many. I mean, I think it's safe to say that the ridiculousness that you guys see and witness on YouTube is out of control. And all you're witnessing is a bunch of people speaking out of their bum based on their feelings and opinions and experience. based on their own journey, which flopped or didn't go the way they wanted or thought, so they put another label on it to make it fit better. I hope you don't get caught up in that. Please don't. And I'm going to say something else that is controversial. I have not met or seen, and if you have, let me know, an astrologer. And I don't just mean a tarot reader that does astrology. I mean an astrologer. Someone that specifically does astrology and that's all they do. I have not met one in Vedic sidereal or seen one that believes in twin flames. In fact, some of my most favorite astrologers have taken the time, because this term is so popular, they've taken the time to make a video discrediting this and saying why twin flames are not real based on astrology. By the way, every one of those astrologers, no offense to the fellows watching me, but every one of those astrologers were men. And it doesn't matter how feminine these men are, doesn't matter if they're straight or gay, doesn't matter if they're trans, doesn't matter if they're super masculine, but they have a high feminine instinct. They're men. And they cannot view from their spirit space this kind of information. It's a spectrum of light I just don't think they see. I'm sorry to say, but there is something very different about a woman and a woman's intuition. And people all over the world can try to erase that and say women are not the only ones that have intuition, because they're not. That's true. We're not the only ones. And they can try to paint this broad stroked picture about equal everything. Equal. That's BS, and please don't fall for it. The universe works on the balance of feminine and masculine. It's going to stay that way permanently forever. There is no changing it. Flowers need to be feminine and masculine to pollinate, or you know what I mean. There's masculine and feminine plants is what I'm trying to say. That's in nature. There's masculine and feminine energy in the elements. And to create life, there must be a masculine and a feminine. There is no creating life without it. Whether it's in a petri dish or in bed, there has to be a masculine and a feminine. There is no equality. They're not equal. There's white and there's black, and they are not equal. And I'm not talking about skin color. I'm talking about black and white. Like, they're not going to switch over and switch teams. The yin and yang. So I'm going to tell you, and I am not the best astrologer in the world. There's plenty of things that I can't do. My teachers and gurus are far better than me. I'm still learning. I might be learning till the day I die, but I'm still learning. But I will say this, that's true. For the astrology that I have taken the time to learn and know, I have focused on one area, and maybe that's my purpose. Maybe that's my passion. Maybe that's my gift. But I have focused on relationships in astrology, where most astrologers don't focus on relationships specifically. They have a broad brush, and they want to focus on everything. They want to touch children, career, spiritual path, relationship, karmas. They want to touch everything. And there are other areas that I've touched them too. But the area I've chosen to focus on with a magnifying glass and dedicate myself to has been relationships. So while great astrologers may differ their opinion from mine on twin flames via astrology, I ask them to dedicate years of their life to focusing on just relationships, just relationship connections. I also dare them to not be afraid of their karmas, because so many astrologers don't want to dive deep. I see them saying, oh, no, 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 I can't touch this. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to spend time on that. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to predict this. Oh, no, no, no. They stay away in fear so much of our charts. A lot of astrologers, and no offense, but a lot of male astrologers will dedicate work hours towards the chart for someone. And then they'll have their coffee break, their cigarette break, their lunch, their dinner, their day's over. You know, they're not thinking about it anymore. They have a family to be with, or they have other things to do. They have their own sadhana. They have their own meditation. Okay? And I want to say, that's not how I work. I don't think that's how feminines work. Feminines don't shut it off. That's a masculine trait, by the way. Masculine traits have a knack for shutting it off and focusing somewhere else. They have a knack of making that clear separation from work and family and pleasure and their own life. And they're very much focused on self-preservation, self-health, self-goodness. They're very good. If you see a lot of masculines, male or female, very good at taking care of themselves. Most masculines look out for themselves. Where you'll see most feminines, mostly women, but there's some men in there, they're always looking out for others because that's their mothering, nurturing energy. And most of the time, they neglect themselves. It's quite the opposite. So when you get a feminine in astrology, they forego dinner time, breaks, family time. They don't have this healthy, clear separation. They have this obsession to get to the bottom of the truth, to get to the answers. Maybe that's not every feminine. But I will say for the ones that are meant for research and the ones that are meant for astrology, boom, that's where you're going to be. And I will say, as a feminine astrologer, and I have seen 2 other feminine astrologers on YouTube that agree with me, thank God, and these are females, but twin flames is a very real thing. And you can see it in the chart. Now it takes us to look at it and see things with our intuition that a lot of, male astrologers don't have. They have intuition, but when it comes to things like this, we have a direct connection as a woman to the divine. And I'm not trying to play favorites here. I'm just saying that's our purpose. Women are to be the spiritual creatures. We bring souls from another realm here to this realm. Our bodies are portals. We are definitely connected to the spiritual realm. We have mother's instinct. We have high intuition naturally. We don't have to develop it. It's just there. We are constantly born into a world as a woman, checking out auras, checking out energy between one another, reading symbols, signs, connections, feelings. That's why the queens in the tarot deck, all women, reflect feelings, emotions, intuition. And all the kings in the tarot deck represent power, decisions, actions, reality. So it's very different. It's starkly different. So anyways, I just want to go there for a moment and say, hey, you are on this twin flame journey. More likely than anything, it is seen in your chart, period. And revisiting what I was saying earlier about people saying there's false twins and multiple twins, it's all BS. None of that is in your chart. There will be multiple relationships. And if you're a good astrologer, you can see the difference between a fling, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a soulmate, a karmic soulmate, and a twin flame. If you're good at what you do, you can see who's who in the chart. Having a decent conversation with the person you're reading about, it's very plain. Okay, well, this person that you're talking about is this person right here, based on the timing that you just told me and the experience. Which means the next relationship that you had goes over to this area. And you would have experienced A, B, and C with this person. And you get more and more info. And as you go along, the timeline with this person, you can begin to get to a place where they're at right now and see where they're headed. And ultimately, you will see their karma of relationships. Now, even with astrology, it is a map. It is a contract in some sense. It is laid out what you're going to experience. Yes, there's free will in all of this, but in general, your chart is going to tell you what you're going to experience. And what I mean by that is there are things out of your control. And you're going to say, well, how can I have free will if my chart says this will happen to me? There are certain things that are like a lug nut, like a lug nut on a wheel. They are pinned into place and there's no changing it. Such things are, you cannot change what family you're going to be born into. That's pinned. You cannot change how you will be raised. Okay, your experience with the moon and the sun, those are lugnas. You cannot change them. They will speak the truth in every chart, and there is no differentiating that experience. You will be born into this family. You will be part of this spiritual practice or religion. You will be born into this country, wherever that country may be, and live in either poverty or wealth or middle, whatever. You will be given that karma, and you will be destined to have this many relationships, okay? And you will be destined to have this many children. Because it's all written through there, through the sun and through the moon, okay? So they reflect so much truth that you're going to experience this. There are some wiggle rooms there, you know, but those are options. It's almost like you don't get to pick anything you want in the entire planet. And it's like going to a restaurant and they hand you a menu. And they're like, these are your choices. You can't pick other choices, guys. You can't show up at an American burger place and order sushi. Okay? That's not going to happen. You have a menu. You have some kind of a path, a destiny. All right? You have some options on this destiny. There's some options on this burger menu. Okay? We can do green chili. We can do chili cheese. We can do regular cheeseburger. We can do bacon cheeseburger. We can do guacamole. We can do a bun or a lettuce wrap. You know, you got some options here. But you're going to have a burger. Okay? You're going to have a GD burger. And so that is kind of like the universe with this twin flame journey. It's like, okay, you have some wiggle room here, but you're going to have a twin flame journey. You're going to have it. Now, you've got some choices and options, how you're going to react to this and that and the third. But this is your path. So many of you guys on this twin flame journey are like, I don't want to do this. And like I said, people that get disappointed on this journey, and a lot of them are readers on YouTube, you know, they'll throw out the false twin flame. Oh, I thought it was a twin flame, but you know, the truth be told, it was false. I wasn't wrong. I know I'm on a twin flame journey. I'm proving you I'm right about that. Oh yeah, my intuition says I'm on a twin flame journey, but the person that I thought was my twin wasn't. I have yet to find my real twin flame. And we're spiritually connected and we'll find each other. That's BS. The most likely truth is they were right the first time. It's their twin flame. The sad truth is the twin flame journey is not what they thought it was. They thought it was a fairy tale ending. They thought twin flame meant hot, passionate chemistry, high romance, and intense love. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. It's probably what they thought. They thought that they could conquer anything because we're feminines, right? Oh, it can conquer all. You know, the fairy tale complex. And then when it doesn't happen in such a way, they're not real. Screw them. They're fake. They're an a-hole. There's no way that a-hole is my twin flame. There's no way this is my twin flame journey or purpose. No, heck no. Out of here. Looking for the other twin because this one's full of crap. And it's like, I hate to tell them as an astrologer, but it's like, sorry to bust your bubble, but no. You know, and of course, maybe they weren't a twin flame at all. Maybe some people just want to jump on this popular bandwagon and say I'm a twin. So probably for at least half of them that are out there reading and speaking about false, and these people make cards that are sold on Amazon. You know, these people have a big following and people follow them. People believe them and they stray people in the wrong way. People go like fish in a school of fish and they get taken away on some current, which is complete BS. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. That's what happens. It's sad, but they're letting the blind lead the blind. And in today's world, we can't do that. We need to have someone that can see, someone who knows, someone that has wisdom, resolution, somebody that, look at her eyes, knows that she knows that she knows this is what it is. I've confirmed it. It's certain. It's within me. It's outside of me. It's everywhere. This is what's happening. Now, these results may not be what I want. This is a reality that I am not pleased with. But I am on this path. And finding that peace is a wonderful feeling of wholeness and oneness. And when you're on that twin flame journey and you're just like, okay, we are in a part of this journey that is rocky and it's painful and it's difficult, but I'm on it and I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. You know, there are times where you need to take a break off of the trail. There are times where you need to go have a vacation spot nearby and come back to the trail. You know, there are times like that, honey, and God knows you need them. We all need them. So don't feel guilty about times of focus on career and work. Don't feel guilty about times you want to get rid of them completely because you need that, because you get burned out. That is actually part of the journey. Now, the sad news is this, and I believe it with my whole heart. There are some twin flames that are not meant to be in union. There is no fairy tale happy ending. Why do I know this? How could I say this? Their chart. Their marriage chart, the D9 Navamsha. Their birth chart. There are some people that are just not meant for that happy fairy tale ending. And you can see their death, and you could see their older years, and you could see if they're meant to be lonely or in isolation. You can see if they're meant to be like that on a spiritual lonely path. And you can see that the twin flame came in at the right time to help them be spiritual and get on this path of isolation. Through all the triggers, that twin flame came and did their job. They guided them on this path of destiny to go towards where they needed to go towards to fulfill their enlightenment, their moksha, their awakening, and to fulfill their karma. So some twin flames just have that purpose, to be brokenhearted. It's like, my purpose was to come here and break you, so you could be reborn into this energy. And that's what they did. For others, they're always on and off throughout their life. Why? That's effed up. Why? Because that's in their chart. There's actually people that have in and out, back and forth, and that's in their chart. It means they're not going to go away, but they're not going to stay either. Those are some people with some very difficult karmas. Very painful. Right? There's people that go through hell and high water with their twin, but eventually have some kind of a reckoning, a reunion of sorts at a certain age, which may be later in life. There's some people that have children with their twin flame to create more spiritual beings with special purpose on this planet. And their main purpose was to create life. And they will always remain connected because of that life. They will have this strange connection that's not the traditional, but it's more of a spiritual soulmate and friend, twin flame journey kind of thing. And for some people, I have seen that's their path. And they'll always be tied by blood. They'll always be tied. And they have a strong karma together, and their children bind them there in this blood contract. So people that share children with their twin flames have a blood contract. And that's seen throughout their lineage. And they generally tend to reincarnate again together because they're contracted by blood. And then, you know what? There are other people that I can see in charts that are meant for a happy marriage. And very rare, but the twin flames do get that happy marriage. There are some twins that are like, we are together, we're happy, we're doing something together. And it's not all about having a spiritual business or teaching the world or doing some great purpose. Because people think, oh, if you're a twin flame, ooh, hierarchy, that must mean you're special. That must mean you have a great purpose. No, not really. Some people do have a great purpose, and good for them. And that is their twin flame karma, to have this great purpose, to create change, to put their footprint on the world. And that's rare, but that is for some. For others, it's to just be together, to be in a happy marriage, to teach one another about love and commitment and companionship and vulnerability, and learning how to depend on one another, because so many people are independent and they don't want to depend on one another. Some twin flames learn the traditional learning how to lean on one another in a marriage. So again, it's based on your chart. Your journey is separate and different than so many other people. It is not just one journey. There are collective groups who go through certain things at certain times. And those groups really stem from a certain star system, like Sirius. And some of those people have deep roots and connection to ancestry. And they're past Atlantean. They're Pleiadian. They're all different kinds of things. They have, a lot. And so when people go in waves and in groups, they're basically from that sect of people. And because the universe doesn't just send one at a time, it sends groups. They kind of go through this introduction to the twin, trials through the twin, separation through the twin, union with the twin. You know, there are these cycles that groups and collectives can go through as waves. There's the first wave, the second wave, and the third wave of volunteers, of spirit workers that come here also. And they all have different contracts. Some of those people from those different waves, some, not all, have a twin flame journey as well. So it's like spiders with little baby spiders, and they all have their little web, like from Charlotte's Web. And they're all flying in the wind with their little web. They all come from one source, but they're all going in different directions, you know? It's very beautiful. It's magic. So anyways, whether you're an indigo, whether you're a Pleiades, whether you're from this group or that group, whether you're past Atlantean, whether you're from Sirius or whether you're from Orion, you know, just know that you're all meant to be here on this purpose, and you're doing it well. You're learning, you're fulfilling your karmas. Don't compare yourself to other readers. Don't compare yourself to other people on the twin flame journey. Use your intuition and your discretion, because you should know without a shadow of a doubt on your own, if you are on this twin flame journey, it will resonate with your soul like a tuning fork. That vibration of this truth will vibrate in you, and you'll know this is home. This is home, and this is my truth. This is part of my path. It's like millions of bits of information, thoughts and ideas slammed into you in a fraction of a second, and all of a sudden you've downloaded all of that information and you just know. That's the best way I can describe it when you're on the twin flame journey. It just zaps into you like a ray of light. Thought is so much faster than light. It takes 8 minutes for light to get from the sun to this earth. It takes not even a blink for your thoughts to put you on that sun. If you think right now and you picture the sun, you've got this image of the sun on fire and hot, and you're right in front of it. That didn't even take a fraction of a second. Your mind can time travel so much faster than the speed of light. And that's what's going on with the knowing. The fact that your travel in your mind is instant, instant, instant. You just know. It's a knowingness. It's a resolution. It's a clarity. And so when you're on this journey, all that information, millions of bits of information, will be instilled into you in one, like not even a second, okay? Just right away. And you just know. And that's why I'm telling you to trust your intuition. And if you're on a journey and you struggle with intuition, like that is not your strong suit, talk to a feminine that has a very high intuition. Be it your family member, your friends, a reader, a healer, an astrologer. Reach out to someone that's got powerful intuition and ask them to help you tap into yours and to see what needs to be seen. Because maybe they can help teach, maybe they can help show you. So anyways, this is just a message for the twins that you are on this journey. It's confirmed, both of these readings. This story is painful at best. Not only are they trying to get away from you and end things with you, they're trying to move on with you. Well, move on from you with a karmic. Okay? So very, 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 very painful journey for the twin flames I'm reading for. They can't help but to love you. That's been said and done. It's just something in them. You also have this very strange attraction. And this is, with the devil card, I just cannot let go. As much as I want to, I can't. So it's too much. And I mean, the most peace that I can say to give to you guys is don't let this ruin you. This journey is hard, it's difficult, it's painful. It's going to put you on the steepest of cliffs at times. It is going to make you think the worst thoughts at times. Because this journey is bringing out the best in you. This journey is purifying, like clarified butter, like cream rises to the top. This journey is perfecting forgiveness, perfecting intuition, perfecting patience. So many people lack patience. They want it now. They want it yesterday. They demand. It's like the world owes them something. They're entitled. The universe wants to teach you patience. Ultimate patience, lifetimes of patience. Because patience gives you peace. There's something here about temperance. There's something here about you finding peace in not getting the results that you want. And that's probably opening your own business, having financial freedom, being the healthiest you've ever been, being able to help others, help the world, help the homeless, help the sick, help the wounded, help your family. You know, you've got great gifts. And I want you to rewind and think, if I got everything I wanted out of this relationship, would I be doing what I'm doing now in business, career, and independently? Because we have lonely. I want you to really ask yourself as a twin flame and say, if 8 years ago, 10 years ago, I got what I wanted and we got married, we got the fairy tale ending, we got a house and the picket fence, and we got the cat and the dog and the 2.5 kids. If I had that with my twin flame, what would I be doing right now? At home cooking? At work working hard? Making plans for the next family vacation? Worrying about how you look for them, what you're going to do for them tonight, your relationship, your friendship status. Are they being honest? Are they happy? Are you happy? See, in relationships, it's constantly focused on the other partner. Are we raising the kids right? Are we doing the right thing this week? You know, it's about family and relationship. So if you did get what you wanted, you would not be where you're at right now. Independently fierce, striving to open this business or start this career or bring home this money or help the people that you want to help. And that's what's being seen here today. It's like you wouldn't be on this path. So the twin flame journey is absolutely bringing you on your path to fulfill a destiny which only King of Pentacles can fulfill. Now your twin flame loves you and is sorry. Sorry to hurt you. Sorry to put you through this. Sorry to even be a part of this. But that's a part of their mission. They want a fresh start with you too. And they're hoping once you guys fulfill some of this destiny, you guys can have a fresh start. But, you know, going back to what we said here, let your wisdom and clarity and resolution tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you're on this journey. So we're going to read that oracle. Her name is Yelena. If you guys want to message me anything personal, please take the time out of your busy schedule to go underneath the video and make a comment below the video. Thank you. So we have Yelena, she who knows, has a thoughtful gaze that allows her to see each of us for who we really are. One of her gifts is the ability to clarify things. She cuts to the heart of the matter, using wisdom and insight in tandem, rather than limiting herself to only intellectual or only emotional cues. Yelena processes all information through both her heart and her head. Her ability to know things may seem uncanny to most, but she is merely using her natural abilities. For her, it's exercising more than one muscle at a time. Yelena comes into your reading as she invites you to revisit this worry with your twin flame. She's asking you to let your heart have free reign, not your mind. Later, your mind can engage, which, by the way, I have chills because yesterday I mentioned literally this. It was the heart, a person with a heart head simulating an actual heart, holding the brain, which was a person with the head of a brain, throwing up in a toilet. That image is what's being talked about here as well, spoken about here as well. It's like, let your heart take the lead in all of this. Your brain will catch up. Your brain can engage later, because we're working with matters of the heart. So when you use a multi-layered approach to your issue, you're going to find out there's some kind of an out-of-the-box solution. Balance is key, and when this card shows up, look directly into the heart of the matter. Move up to the head now, because once you unearth the emotional and intellectual why of this situation, you will be able to see clearly, and you're going to be able to see a way to resolve this completely. Often the resolution presents itself in an unorthodox way. So pay attention to all these things and be open to an answer. What emotional cues should you be paying attention to? And what are the intellectual cues telling you? And how can you open yourself up to seeing all the facts? All right. So this is where you're at. I said a lot today, and I think I probably said too much. Okay. Bottom line, you love this person. You want to be with this person, but they resist you, and that's very, very painful. They're holding a lot of secrets. They're not letting you know how they really feel, which is impossible to work with. You're ready to move on from the situation. 6 of Swords. Resolution. You want to leave this painful situation behind, and I don't blame you. What I see in your future, though, is that it's not, it's probably not permanent, but you are leaving this alone so you can go get your mind off of the pain and focus on other passions. So let's go ahead and see some other passions that you really want to dive into with this King of Pentacles. What do you really want with this King of Pentacles? The Fool. See, you just want a new beginning. 8 of Wands. You want to go fast, hard, and fierce. You're running towards the door. You're like, honey, I am not walking. I am running towards this new beginning. This is antsy. This is ants in your pants. Oh, look at that. King of Pentacles again. Boom. And King of Cups. You got Queen of Cups here. I love it. okay? So they're just coming up, popping up doubles. So you're just like, yeah, I'm running. I really want a fresh new start. This is tiring. This is old. I'm tired of it. It's not interesting anymore. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm out. Which really means you've paid your dues. You've spent your time here. You did what you came to do. You learned, you grew, you outgrew the situation, and you're ready to get out of it now, which is great. It's like a graduation on the twin flame journey. The rainbow has many layers. You're going to the next layer. You're going to the next step. And you're just like, I've came, I've saw, I've done everything to do in a third party situation, which means you've grown. You're not bitter. You're not angry. You've used forgiveness. You've used love. You've used understanding. Six of Pentacles. You gave so much to this. You gave fairly, and you've been open. You've still hoped, even though you've kissed a lot of frogs. You still believe in love. You still believe in that, so you didn't leave jaded. You're just like, I learned what I want and what I don't want. And to me, I think you've conquered the devil, which is the devil in yourself. And that's generally who the devil is in tarot. It's not generally somebody else, it's you. It's what tempts you, what moves you, what traps you. And when you've faced your inner demons, then you can move on. And that's what this Fool card is. It's like, great, we've completed the cycle. The World card's already passed. From start to finish, the Fool to the World in this layer of your twin flame journey, completion has happened. We're ready to begin the next layer. So you guys are moving on to the next phase of this twin flame journey. And this is very exciting. This is like, oh my God, what? Oh my God, there's another phase. Okay, what's going on here? I'm finally out of the matrix, finally out of the third party maze. Holy cow. Yes, I'm ready to move on from that phase of the twin flame journey. It lasted so long. It was so painful. For a lot of you guys, it was 6 years. For some of you guys, it was more, but it was years, okay? And you're like, oh, able to move on. Thank God. What's next? What's happening? What's on my plate, Steph? So ready for the next phase of the twin flame journey. So we're going to read, because this is really exciting for you. The Fool is the grasshopper. Twin flames, there is something liberating about not knowing exactly how things are going to turn out right now. The smell of a fresh new adventure tickles the tips of my antenna. It sends shivers down my body, and before I know it, I can turn and land in this new direction I wasn't even sure I was going to land on. As its vibration gets stronger, I trust my inner compass more and more, and until eventually that which was once unknown now becomes known. So before it was, I didn't know where I was going to jump and where I was going to land. Now there's this new journey where it's like, I've trust spirit. I've learned so much from this journey that I know when I leap, I'm going to land somewhere safe. Before, you weren't sure. You could have been landing off a cliff, in a ditch, in a mud pile, who knows? But now you're like, nope, I'm not going to any of those places. I'm going to land where I belong. And you know it, and you're secure in this knowing. It's often said that the grasshopper has a lot to learn. The grasshopper seems it's always the student, but never the master, and much of the same way the Fool is often viewed. The Fool is the innocent at the beginning of the journey, with so much enthusiasm and very little else. Call it God, goddess, universe, spirit, the force, whatever. It allows the Fool to take enormous leaps of faith with nothing more to go on than a sense of knowing which direction to jump. The grasshopper, although known for its leaping abilities, has much more impressive skills. Its sense of smell. Grasshoppers use their antennae as both a touching and smelling device. So while the grasshopper leaps from one place to another, it is constantly checking the conditions of the environment via its antenna. This means, just like the Fool, the grasshopper leaps and then looks around for the next place to land. based on the conditions he feels and smells. Talk about riding the vibe. Businesses are all about taking risks. Those who play it safe and never take any chances never grow. So this is about business and career. But the fool doesn't just take a risk in work, okay, or money. He jumps with both feet. He makes a commitment based on a feeling. And now it's time to trust your gut. How do you feel about taking the next steps in your business, in your career, and making money? Trust your feelings and leap with both feet. Don't hesitate and don't look back. In family and relationships, they can be risky. With people, there are never any guarantees. And if that's what you're waiting for, you're never going to get them. The fool asks you to take a hard look at your current relationship, your current commitments. Because if they are not aligned with the person you are, you could very well be the reason why. But screw that last sentence. If that person does not align with who you are, it's time to leap and get the heck away. Twin flame or not. And to be honest, that is the next part of your journey. Before, you wanted to hang on to your twin for dear life. That was your life net. In this part of the journey, you are happy to move on, to let go, and to have a new beginning. This is this brand new part of your journey. You see how it's graduated from hanging on, clinging, and addiction to I can be lonely, I can be on my own, I could be independent, King of Pentacles, and the Fool, all right? So you're just like, yep, I've graduated. In your health and well-being, there's something new that you would probably like to learn. Something new you want to explore. And if you harness the power of the grasshopper, you're going to take that leap of faith into this new vortex of newness. In what area of life do you want to make a change, but are stopping yourself because you don't wish to be seen as foolish? What does it mean to follow your gut or follow your instincts? If you could do, be, or have anything right now, what would it be? All right. So that's what's going on. That's what's happening. Let's do it. Let's jump, leap, go to this new place. I'll get you a quick message from your person and just see what he or she wants to say to you. But this new part of your journey, guys, is just, it's not good enough for me. I love you, but I'm out. Your person says, I feel the love you send to me. Thank you for always forgiving me. Even when my ego acts up and I've been such a douche, I do love you so much. All right. We have, I'm just not ready right now. I'm sorry. And that's okay. If I could stay, I would. Next, this is all going in line with literally my previous readings, which is insane. Next, I've searched for you and others, but nobody compares. All right, so literally my last 3 or 4 readings, right, guys? The Karmic reading, the Twin Flame reading for them, I mean, everything. I have another reading that's like the timing's not right. I'm the right person, just not right now. If you watch that reading, guys, go to my YouTube channel, click live, not recent uploads. Don't look at all that first page when you first get onto my page. That's not all my material. You want to look to the top and go to the right and click live. Then boom, you're hit with hundreds of videos in chronological order from my most recents. And so lately, guys, this twin flame journey is I'm right, but I'm not right for you right now. This is a break, probably not a break up. All right. You are tired of this situation. You are stepping away. It's not authentic. It's not making you happy. 4 of Cups. This is just unfulfilling. Okay. And I'm so proud that you actually have the courage to love yourself, 6 of Pentacles, and work on yourself and love yourself more than this man or this woman, and to go do you. And you may have kissed a few frogs, but love will be there. Okay. It's not the end of the line in love for you. Get ready to celebrate holidays, Halloween, good times, Yay! This is a time to celebrate, to be with your loved ones, to enjoy life, to enjoy all kinds of fun things like Oktoberfest and dinners out and family gatherings and potlucks and parties and the holidays. Like, this is the best time of the year. One of the best times of the year for sure. So it's like, let's not be downtrodden or downrodden and distraught about this hopeless scenario, which obviously breaks your heart and just makes you feel completely dead inside. All right? Because that's all he does to you, is just make you feel dead. He makes you feel life is dull and colorless. This reading is like, let's go get some color. Okay? Let's go out there, King of Pentacles, and focus on this other stuff, because this is too sad, this is too distracting, and we've moved on, we've outgrown this. And I think the best thing you could tell your person is, I've outgrown you. I've outgrown you, and I've outgrown your BS. I've outgrown you. And it, like I said earlier, guys, it doesn't matter. This twin flame journey is not this happy, happy, joy, joy relationship. There's a lot involved. Your own personal mixture of karmas. So you are on this twin flame journey, and I think you know this. But it's not supposed to be any type of molded way. It's your own way. Okay? I just want to leave you with that. Like, it's your own personal mixture of twin flame story. Okay? So it doesn't need to be like everybody else. Let's see some things that are going to be coming up from Spirit. What's going to be coming up in your life? Bottom of the deck, temptation. Someone's always watching. Yeah, we got the devil too. You know, it's very clingy. Whenever you try to let go, take a leap, leave it alone, they will follow. So you already know the drill. I'm not going to spend time there. You know that it's probably not over, because they're going to continue to pursue. They're always going to watch you in some way. Spirit says there's going to be some magic coming up for you, probably by Halloween. Secrets of the universe. You're going to be learning and growing in your magic. Yes. You're going to be performing magic. Life's just going to feel like magic. Okay? Good things are going to happen with magic. Next, you have shielded. God's rejection is his protection. All right? So if you guys feel like you just can't get to the end of the rainbow, trust it. God's heard conversations you didn't. So if you feel like you're blocked from something, it's really that you're shielded, protected. Believe it or not. And the next card is never ending. There's more to come. Just wait and see. And Spirit's saying this is a never ending story. The twin flame journey doesn't have a start and finish. It's never ending. This is just part of the path. Okay? And so if you think it's over, think again. Okay? There's more. There's a lot more. Your life's not over. It's full of surprises. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. It's been a long reading. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching me. Please don't forget to like the video on the way out if you could. And please subscribe to my channel.
Swimming.
Yeah, just keep swimming.
Oh, sure.
Yes, my baby. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell icon so you're notified of all my other videos. I'd appreciate that. And if you're looking for anything personal, you know where to go. If you have any messages you want to send to me, comment below under the video, not in the live chats. That's pretty much it. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. We are probably going to be doing some 100 Club readings tomorrow. So if you are part of the 100 Club, look out for that. And make sure I have your questions if you want them answered. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and, you know, just from Spirit, random your name and just get what's out there if you don't have time to put the question in. But that's there. If you're an ultimate subscriber, then you're automatically enrolled in the 100 Club. So thank you so much. And if you guys would like to subscribe to my monthly, and get a bunch of freebies, please go to my website, www.jks1111.com. My ultimate subscription is $122 a month, but it gets you a whole bunch of readings. You get the 1111 card reading. You get the $22 Celtic Cross. You get the $44 once a month reading the 4th week of every month. You get 50% off of an emergency reading, and you're part of the 100 Club as well. So you get all those perks with the Ultimate membership, and there is going to be some bonus videos that only you can see as part of that membership. So if you're thinking about getting like kind of a bundle deal thing, I'd recommend that one because it has so many readings. But it's up to you. I do have a smaller membership. It's only $33.33 a month. And it does include the Celtic Cross. And it does include the 1111 reading. So it pays for itself. You also get one random card a month. If I see your name and you're live in the chat, I'll be happy to give you a card. And it also gives you access to other readings. And it makes you kind of highlighted as far as being a member. You get first priority in any other videos that you participate in that maybe you want to join in, like a $44 reading or a lightning round. If you're a member, you get to jump the line. So it's kind of a fast pass. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I love you. Thank you for being here. And remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Thank you for watching me, Twin Flames. I'll see you later.